Welcome to episode 2 of the Open Mind Podcast. I'm your host, Zachary, and let's get the show on the road. You are now listening to the Open Mind Show, the show that gives you endless entertainment, nice relaxing entertainment, so you don't have to stress out anymore. Enjoy the show. I honestly don't know how to start this episode. And the reason why I say that is because this episode is going to be very, kind of deep in a way, but also kind of just like, what the fuck you talking about? So, I just finished watching the No Jumper podcast with Gabby, Hanna, the interview, and, a lot of things moved me. Like, there's a lot of, stuff that they talked about, like, being healthy, motivation, things like that. But one thing that really kind of intrigued my mind was when they started talking about social media. And social media is now this big problem in today's world. I mean, I wouldn't say problem, but it's more of like a, how do I put it? It's more of like a, it's kind of a problem, but it's not. Because, not a lot of people like social media, but there is a lot of people who are obsessed. And I mean obsessed with social media. And that can become a very bad problem. Now, one of the things that I do really want to point fingers at is Gabby Hanna. She had recently made a video. I want to say about maybe at the beginning of this month, where she talks about, she roasts herself, right? But in this video, at the very end, not at the very end, but part of, like, towards the end, she writes these very deep, emotionally attracting lyrics to me that mean so much because of, like, you guys already know I'm a YouTuber, I'm a, entrepreneur. I do speak, motivational sometimes, across my social medias. I do believe I'm an influencer on the inside, and I kind of see these things, and I even do them. I take YouTube breaks. I take, 2 to 3 week breaks every so often because I just don't want to deal with social media and don't want to, do it anymore because it's crazy what this stuff does to you. And I don't think a lot of people realize that, us YouTubers, they think, oh, we have the easiest job in the world. We sit around in our house and do nothing all day. No, some YouTubers send emails all day. They're on the phone with, MCMs. They're, doing all this stuff. But, we're not just sitting around on our lazy fat asses and fucking, make a video and make $1 million. No, we're actually doing work. And the thing is, like, the thing that really trips balls on me is, like, when people say that we have the easiest job in the world, or, social media influencers have the easiest job in the world. No, we don't. First of all, I want to see you sit here and make a video. Sit in front of a camera for, God knows how long. Some people take 2 to 3 hours to film, one fucking clip. You know what I'm saying? It does take a lot out of you, but in a retrospect, when you're, a YouTuber the size of, like, PewDiePie, or even the size of, like, Gabby Hanna, 6-7 million subscribers, there's just a lot of pressure on you. There's a lot of things, that are, how can I say it? That add pressure onto you, knowing that you're constantly being watched. Every move you do, every little thing you say on the internet is being watched. And that can turn around and bite you in the fucking ass. Trust me. It can. But she has a set of lyrics here that really just, like, kind of poof in my mind, where she says, my apprehension and objection in it. No, I can't talk today. It's like freaking 3 a.m. when I'm trying to record this podcast. All right, forgive me. My apprehension and objection is the viral infection of dollars and followers in a place of attention. She's basically saying, what she's trying to say here is that, how do I put it in a, neater, cleaner way without saying, like, I don't know how to say it, to be honest, and I'm just trying to think about it. But bottom line is, what she's saying is that and then she goes on to say, is a result of way too much introspection. Oh wait, hang on, sorry, that was 5 lines down, by the way. Then she goes on to say, what I need is a human connection. That is powerful right there. Those 3 lines says everything. My apprehension objection is the infection of dollars and followers in a place of attention. What I need is a human connection. Those lines right there are probably the most powerful lines I've ever heard come out of a YouTuber's mouth. Ever. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're fucking, what's his name, Rice Gum, fucking Jake Paul, fucking Logan Paul, with his suicide, the Suicide Forest bullshit. Like, what she's trying to say is that social media is like a viral infection, right? Between money and followers. You see what I'm trying to get at? And this is going to lead on to my next topic, my next, thing I want to really talk about. And I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring Gabby Hanna up because this song, I'm going to leave it in the description of the podcast, because I honestly think that she needs to make this into an actual song. Like, what she puts here is, like, so true when you look at it in a retrospect, right? And that leads me to my next point, is that in this podcast they're talking about social media and things what she really eliminated from her life, right? She eliminated from showing her friends, her boyfriends, all her family on social media, keeping them out of social media. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really look at it, some people in this world, and this is what I find really fucked up and not okay, is like, say for an instance, I'm going to put myself in Gabby Hanna's shoes, okay? I am a cute girl that has, 8 million followers. Let's just say that. We'll say 8 million followers. And I find a boyfriend that really likes me, and I, start showing that boyfriend on social media, and, he starts, we take pictures together, and he tags me in them. Let's say that. Now he's gaining followers, and I mean gaining followers. We'll say at maybe 1.2k every 5 seconds. All right. So people will literally do that. Your friends, if you're famous, your friends that are not relevant are gonna use you to get relevant. Some people are. I'm not saying that all people will, but 90%, not 90. I want to say 57% people who will do that. They'll do that to gain relevancy, and it's just fucked up. Like, who would do that in the right state of mind? Like, I thought we were friends because we were friends, not because of my social presence in the world, right? That's what kind of really just ticks me off about social media and just fake people. It comes down to who the person is. And I'm not saying that everybody in the world is a fucking jackass, but some people are. And I'm okay with that. But if I have a social presence of, say, 80 million people, and you're just using me because I have that presence, I'm gonna kick you out of my life. That's just straight up fake. And, I believe that not a lot of people, like that. Not a lot of people fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with fake people is putting your dick in a doorknob, because all they're gonna do is use you, turn a doorknob, and leave, right? So and I don't know why I just made that analogy. That was kind of a weird analogy to make, but fake people always leave after you expose them on whatever the fuck they're doing to you. In some cases, people not just abuse you for your followers, but you will have people who abuse you for your money too. And it's just, why? I don't understand. I understand social media, but I don't understand fake people. Fake people are just fake people. They're always going to be fake people. And I don't know how we even, went from social media to fake people. Because it's all on the same topic. It's all mashed together. Everything is mashed together in the world for a reason, right? And that's what I think. And social media can also be a good thing, and that's why I'm not afraid to, upload videos and do all this other stuff, because like I love helping people. That's my intention. I don't intend to, get 80 billion followers. I just want to have fun, enjoy my life, making content for whatever audience I have. You know what I'm saying? It's not about this, or getting the biggest platform. I don't care about getting the biggest platform. I just care about the people behind my community and who I can be as an influencer on, whatever my demographic may be. And it's not just, oh, I'm in it for the quick, $1 million, whatever. Like, if I was offered $100 million to leave social media, I wouldn't take it. You know why I wouldn't take it? Is because I'm a real person. I don't care about the fucking doll hair. I don't care about that shit. I care about, motivating people and just being a good influencer on the next generation of people or kids that are gonna see, my content, right? And realize like, wow, he's a real person. He's not just some jackass trying to make money. He's not some Jake Paul. And yes, I'm fucking throwing shade right now because I know that motherfucker don't care about his fans. We all fucking know this shit. He doesn't care. All he cares is about getting the quick buck, and the fame. Look at his fucking model. Team 10. If you guys don't realize, 10 as in 10 digits. 10 digits means $1 billion. He's trying to make what from my understanding, and this is what I was told. This is not, I not saying this as like trying to like, bash him or whatever. This is what I was been told by several people, several of my friends who were like, stop watching his YouTube videos. Because I used to watch Jake Paul. I thought he was a cool dude. Well, that was the old Jake Paul. That not until I found out some other deep shit about him. But that's another podcast conversation. But a lot of my friends are like, look at the bigger picture behind Team 10. And that's when my friends started pointing out to me, Team 10, 10 digits, $1 billion social media network. That's when I realized. And then I guess they found something about the Team 10 contracts and how, he takes 10% of every member's, paycheck every month for the next 5 years of their career. And I don't know how true that is. That's why I'm not trying to like throw it out as allegations or, as shade, but I'm just trying to like say what I heard and, what I've been told. And that's fucked up. He's another reason why social media is the way it is today. Like, people like him, just the general jackass motherfuckers that just don't care about people, that just care about themselves, revolve around themselves, treat others like they're just like trash. Like, honestly, like, I've seen, like, what I've seen and what I've noticed over the past, few months that I've watched Jake Paul. I don't just watch Jake Paul because I want to, watch Jake Paul. I'm watching the people around him closely. Okay? And I'm going to use Tessa Brooks as an example. I love you, Tessa. Nothing against you. But I've noticed that she's way more happier now than when she was in Team 10. There's even Alyssa Violet, okay? Alyssa Violet, when she was with Jake, she was a completely different person. Now that she's with Ricky Banks, or FaZe Banks, she's so much happier. She's so much prouder of what she does. She's slowly getting back to the normal influencer self that she was before she met Jake. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if she was an influencer before she met Jake, so I shouldn't say that. But regardless, she's changing because she's around people that genuinely love her, support her, and treat her at an equal level. Not like Jake. When she was with Jake, she felt, well, I can't say she felt, but what I've seen, what I've looked at from several videos online and things like that. Like, she's a complete different person. She's, like I said, much more happier that she is, treated equally and not treated as like she's some, lower person compared to Jake. Because Jake thinks, this is how I think he runs his companies and his stuff. So there's this thing called the pyramid that what I believe is it's called a pyramid. It's a social media pyramid. He is at the top of the pyramid, and all the other Team 10 members are below him. Right? Now, this is what I heard as well, and I'm getting off topic of social media and getting more into Jake Paul, but I'm sorry, we'll get back into social media in a second. Is that, from what I heard, is that, well, what my friends have told me and what they've done research on, is I don't do research on this shit. I don't look into it. Nothing against Jake. I want to state that right now. There is nothing about Jake Paul. I'm not trying to say I hate him. If I could meet him in person, interview him on this show, and talk to him, and just get to the bottom of this, because this is what interests me most, and about social media stars, and social media in general. And he's not just a social media blow up, right? He is somebody who is smart. He's very smart, and I give him pride for that. He's not just some social media influencer that people think he is. He's an opportunist, and that's why he's so good at what he does, and the reason why he has 10, 15 million subscribers, because he's not just an influencer.